Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of CarX Drift Racing 2 with BrogAutohaus. Today's episode we are going to focus on the BANDIT, which is a Tier 3 car in the game, and it's basically the older body style BMW M5. And it's a great little car. I got this a while back. I haven't done a whole lot with it, and finally decided to get into it, start tuning it, doing some more tandems and that kind of stuff. I can't remember if I got this through buying it with gold or if it's through an event or anything, or if you can just buy it standard. So let me know in the comments below on that. But it's a really fun car. This one has the stock engine. I did unlock the 7-liter V8 for it, but in general I haven't really enjoyed the V8 swap in a lot of these cars. I just don't like the power band and the way that it performs in drift. As you can see, it's got just under 700 horsepower basically with the stock motor tuned up to Pro Drift 3, and we have a little body kit on here as well. We have the R&T body kit on it. There's also the CBW and the missile kit. The CBW looks more like your standard M5 kit with the spoiler and everything, and then the missile kit of course has the giant over fenders, big front bumper, big open hood, and there's a lot going on with the missile kit. So I decided on the R&T with no spoiler, and I ended up putting a cage in there and doing some, kind of BBS type wheels. It seems to fit the car as it should be, like a BMW. And like I said, I do have that V8 swap unlocked, but I just haven't really enjoyed it. So we'll jump into the tune settings here. I'll explain everything that I've got going on with it, and maybe some slight adjustments on what you guys can change if you don't like how it's performing for you. But as you can see, we have the spring size at 11 centimeters, which is funny because this thing is completely slammed. Like, that front splitter is only like hairs off the ground. Your sway bar is kind of in the middle, lower third. And then when you get down to caster and Ackerman, this is where the two adjustments in the front end are going to make the biggest difference. Your caster and Ackerman go kind of hand in hand with each other. And my suggestion is to try to shoot for Ackerman around 60 to 70 to 75% maybe. But if you have too much front grip, you can actually raise the Ackerman angle if it's, front end is pulling around, and the opposite if you have not enough front grip where you're putting steering inputs and nothing's happening. You want to lower that Ackerman level. So I do have -1 camber in the rear, or -0.9. Almost no sway bar in the rear. That's pretty standard for how I tune my vehicles in general. I like the feel of it. I don't want it to be too stiff back there. So I have a 19 by 265 front tire and wheel with a 30% profile. I keep the air pressures at 200 in general on all my builds. And then I'm running a 275 in the rear. So just about a 10 millimeter wider tire in the rear. Not a ton, but just enough to kind of make that adjustment. This has a really nice, power and torque curve for a stock motor, putting out some good power. And here we got the differential at a 0.58. The overall gear ratio is at a 3.74. That's another thing where if you're not getting enough wheel speed, say when you're clicking down into 4th or 5th gear, the top gear of whatever car you got, sometimes they go up to 6. If you click into that 6th gear and your car's bogging down, just take that 5th gear, and see mine's at 1.06. If you change that to maybe a 1.15 or a 1.10, that's going to give you more wheel speed or acceleration, I guess, to really get the wheels loose. So if you're bogging down, make the gear ratio number higher, and if you're hitting rev limiter too fast, do the opposite and lower that number in each gear that you're trying to make the drift happen for. So axis widths are at 0. The rear, I just couldn't quite get to 0 with my finger on there. I wish you could just manually enter it. But we're gonna hop out, do a little bit of spirited driving, kind of show you guys what this thing's capable of. I've really enjoyed this car and starting to tune it and do more with it. So let me know what you guys think, and leave a comment down below if you guys have questions or suggestions for future content. If you are confused about certain things in the game, I've got a little list of videos that I'm going to be making here over the next couple weeks. But I can always add to the list. So if you guys have suggestions, please leave them below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for future content. It really helps me out. I want to keep making these videos, but quite frankly at this point I'm not really making a whole lot of money. So it'd be nice to increase that so I can start doing some more stuff here on the channel. Otherwise, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching as always, put your life in drive. We'll see you later.